The birth of a quiet revolution. In the serene coastal town of Porbandar, Gujarat, the waves of the Arabian Sea whispered secrets of the future as Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869. His birth was humble, his family unremarkable in wealth, but his destiny would shine brighter than the richest jewels. Mohandas was the youngest of 4 siblings in a deeply religious household. His father, Karamchand, was a respected but stern chief minister, while his mother, Putlabai, was the spiritual bedrock of the family. She fasted regularly, prayed with devotion, and embodied selflessness, shaping young Mohandas's moral compass. Even as a child, Mohandas displayed a peculiar fascination with truth. He once confessed to stealing a small piece of gold to pay off a debt, only to be forgiven by his father, who wept at his son's honesty. This moment left an indelible mark on his soul, planting the seeds of his lifelong commitment to truth. Yet, young Gandhi was not a prodigy. At school, he was an average student, shy and often overshadowed by his peers. His quiet demeanor and small frame gave no hint of the towering figure he would become. The journey to the West. At 18, Mohandas faced a crossroads in life. His family decided he would travel to England to study law and bring prestige to the Gandhi name. The decision was controversial. Crossing the seas was frowned upon by his caste. But Gandhi's determination carried him forward, and in 1888, he set sail. London was a bustling metropolis unlike anything he had ever imagined. The fog-drenched streets, ornate architecture, and hurried pace of life overwhelmed the young man from Porbandar. Gandhi, however, was nothing if not adaptable. He set about learning the ways of English society, adopting Western clothing and table manners. Yet, beneath his polished exterior, he grappled with an identity crisis. Was he losing touch with his roots? It was during this time of inner turmoil that Gandhi found solace in spiritual texts. The Bhagavad Gita became his guide, teaching him the values of detachment and selfless action. He also explored other philosophies, reading the works of Jesus Christ, Buddha, and Tolstoy. These influences began shaping a new vision of life, a vision that placed truth and non-violence above all else. South Africa, the awakening. After completing his studies, Gandhi returned to India and began practicing law. But his career got off to a rocky start. His shyness in courtrooms hindered him, and opportunities were scarce. In 1893, a surprising offer came his way, a year-long legal assignment in South Africa. Gandhi accepted, unaware that this decision would alter the course of his life. South Africa, though breathtaking in its natural beauty, was a land marred by deep racial discrimination. Indians were treated as second-class citizens, subjected to humiliating laws and societal disdain. Gandhi experienced this firsthand on a cold night in Pietermaritzburg. Despite holding a valid first-class train ticket, he was thrown off the train because of his skin color. As he sat in the dark, shivering and humiliated, a fire ignited within him. This was no ordinary anger, it was a righteous resolve. He decided he would no longer accept injustice silently. This night marked the birth of Gandhi, the activist. The dawn of Satyagraha. Over the next 2 decades, Gandhi led the Indian community in South Africa in a relentless struggle against racial oppression. He formulated a new weapon of resistance, Satyagraha, or truth force. Unlike violent rebellion, Satyagraha sought to conquer injustice through non-violence and moral courage. He led protests against unjust taxes, discriminatory laws, and the requirement for Indians to carry passes. When his followers were beaten or jailed, Gandhi himself willingly faced imprisonment. His calm defiance inspired thousands, and even his enemies began to respect his unwavering principles. By the time he left South Africa in 1915, Gandhi had become a symbol of resilience and hope. The fight for India's freedom. Returning to India, Gandhi found his homeland in turmoil. The British Empire's grip on the nation was suffocating, draining its wealth and crushing its spirit. Farmers were impoverished, workers exploited, and the common people lived in despair. Gandhi, now known as Mahatma, meaning great soul, embarked on a mission to unite the fragmented nation. He traveled across India, living among the poor, spinning his own cloth, and eating the simplest of meals. These were not mere gestures, they were acts of defiance against British-made goods and symbols of India's self-reliance. Gandhi's message was clear: freedom would come only through unity and self-sufficiency. One of his most iconic movements was the Salt March of 1930. Walking over 240 miles to the coastal village of Dandi, Gandhi defied the British salt monopoly by making his own salt. The act was simple, but its impact was monumental. Millions joined the movement, proving that even the smallest act of defiance could shake an empire. The struggle within. As India edged closer to independence, Gandhi faced his greatest challenge yet: preventing the partition of the nation into India and Pakistan. The growing divide between Hindus and Muslims threatened to tear the country apart. Gandhi pleaded for unity, fasting for peace and walking through riot-stricken neighborhoods to calm tempers. Yet, his efforts couldn't stop the tide. In 1947, India gained independence, but at the cost of partition. The division brought with it bloodshed and heartbreak, and Gandhi felt the pain of a dream unfulfilled. Still, he never lost hope in humanity's capacity for love and forgiveness. The final sacrifice. On January 30, 1948, as Gandhi walked to his evening prayer meeting, a man approached him with hatred in his heart. 3 gunshots rang out, silencing the man who had spent his life preaching peace. Gandhi's final words were a whispered prayer: "Hey Ram, O God." The world mourned his loss, but his legacy endured. Gandhi had shown that even the mightiest empires could be toppled, not with weapons, but with the power of truth and non-violence. The eternal light. Today, Gandhi's teachings inspire movements for justice across the globe. His life was a testament to the idea that one person, armed with courage and conviction, can change the world. The boy who once sat under banyan trees dreaming of justice became a beacon of hope for millions. His story is a reminder that even in the darkest times, a single light can guide humanity toward a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell for more videos. We really appreciate your support.